What's good, gun family? Urban Gun Reviews, and today on the channel I'll be reviewing the Guardian gun safe by the Gunbox. Let's check it out.
Want one of these? We gon' let one of these. Black TRP. You don't let one of these.
Before we get into this review, I'd appreciate it if you thumbs up the video, comment, like, and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed to the channel already. It all helps me beat the algorithm, and I appreciate it already in advance, gun family. Now let's get into this review. Now if you want to purchase one of these, you can find it on thegunbox.com, and the ticket on them is $179.
Oh, Lord!
The Gunbox has two different models. The model I have is the Guardian, and they have another model which is called the Flex. The Flex, I believe, is a few dollars cheaper, and I don't know really about all the features, if it has the same features and stuff like that, but the model that I have is the Guardian. The Guardian Gunbox that I have comes in two different colors. I got it in gun smoke, but it also comes in carbon black. So if you don't like this carbon, the gun smoke color that I have, then you check out that carbon black. It might be a better fit for you. Now, what's included with your gun box is you get the Guardian gun box itself. You get two RFID key cards, and you get two RFID key fobs. You get one stop block, one power adapter, and you get one Allen key. So that's what's all included with your gun box purchase. Let me tell you some features of the Guardian gun box. You get Bluetooth 4.0, Wi-Fi, a keypad, fingerprint reader, and you can store up to 10 fingerprints in the fingerprint reader. You get an audible alarm, motion sensor, a charging port, 1350 milliamp battery that is supposed to last up to 3 months on one single charge. It's child-proof, built of durable die-cast high-strength aluminum, and it has a rapid hydraulic assisted opening. Now, in order to change the key code, in order to add fingerprints, in order to do all of that, there's something that you have to do first, and there's a button on the inside of your box, and that button is right here. Okay, and that button is called the Inside Learn button. So that button really activates everything for your box as far as setting up, like I said, your numeric key code and all of that stuff, your fingerprints. So if you wanted to set up a fingerprint, you would hold this in for however many seconds, I think 3 seconds, and you'll hear beeping. So when it starts beeping, you would just run your finger across that probably as many times as you can before it stops beeping. And every time that you rub your finger across it, and it's a good swipe, it'll give you a green indicator on here, and then it'll stop, and then that's when it will let you know that your fingerprint has been accepted. So same thing with the key code is, if you want to use a key code, you hold in that learn button and put in whatever passcode that you want to use. There's 5 buttons with 2 numbers apiece, so you double tap it. It's got one it's got 1 and 2 on there, so you would double tap it to get the 2, double tap it to get the 4, double tap it to get the 6, double tap it to get the 8, and double tap it to get the 0. Now when you put in a key code, it has to be 5 to 10 digits, so you couldn't use a 4-digit pin or anything. You need something 5 digits or more. When it's charging, you don't have to press that in order to access the box. You just take a key fob, put it here, and it will just automatically open. Now if it wasn't plugged in, which it isn't anymore, you see the cord is hanging out and the box is not being plugged in, then if I went to use the key fob, then it wouldn't open up. Also, I put the card in my wallet because my wallet stays on my nightstand. So you see the card's in there and it's not active or anything. So if something was to happen and I need to access this box in the middle of the night on my nightstand, I could just boom, put it there and it would open. Now the one thing, like I said, is without it being charging, then you'd have to press the power button to activate, to turn it on, and then you see it opens. So that's one of the things you want to keep in mind, is that if you you know, keep it on your nightstand at night, then you're going to have to press the power button in order to activate it to open it up. But if it's plugged in, then you don't have to do that. You bypass all of that. So that's one thing that you need to think of. Now the numeric key code goes the same way. So if it's not being charged and you go pressing your code, nothing's going to happen. Okay, you see, you press it all, you're not getting any feedback on here. But once you press it in, then it's active. Then you put your code in, and it'll open up the box. So that button is really going to do a lot for you. If your box is, it's going to do everything really. If your box is not plugged in, none of this will work if it's not plugged in, and you don't hit that power button first before you go to access it. If you want to open it with the fingerprint sensor, which I think is kind of the hardest way to do it, because it's not really it's not like a phone, like an iPhone or Samsung or something where, you know, it just reads it like that. It's a little slower, and it's not, to me, as accurate as I would like it to be. So like if I press this to activate the box and then wrap my finger across it, see, it works. Sometimes it just doesn't work. You know what I mean? So sometimes I go and rub my finger across it and it just won't activate the box. It won't turn it on. So that's one thing that you got to be aware of. That's why I say that, you know, with the key fobs are the most accurate methods in opening up the box. Now, to activate the alarm on the Gunbox, you press and hold the power button, and you press the power button to wake up the Gunbox, and then you hold the 1 and 2 button and the 9 and 0 button at the same time. So you press it to wake it, and then you hold these buttons in. And you see it's been activated. So you seen there was a yellow light flashing. Now when somebody goes to move the box, then you'll get that alarm. It goes off in the box where it's flashing red. To deactivate the alarm once it's going off, when it's not plugged in, all you do is press on the power button, put your passcode in, and it goes off. Now if you're plugged in, then you won't have to do that. You won't have to hit the power button. You'll just automatically put in your code. But if you're not plugged in, make sure you hit the power button and then put your code in, and it will turn off your alarm and open up your box. The main way that I'm going to use the Gunbox is to sit it on my nightstand, so I can put my nightstand gun in here and keep it secure at all times. So one thing that I did was I put the RFID card in my wallet, so I can keep it in my wallet and keep it next to on my nightstand as well, next to the Gunbox. So if somebody was to come in my house on a late night or something and I had to wake up, all I have to do is, if my Gunbox was plugged in, would sit this on top of it, or on top of the reader, and it would open my box. If it wasn't plugged in, tap the power button, lay this on top, get quick access to my firearm. The cool thing about Gunbox is they do offer other options to open up your box rather than using just the key card or the key fob. So if you like wearing jewelry, or you're married or something like that and you wanted to wear a ring, not this particular ring, but they do have RFID rings that you can use that have that technology built inside the ring that will open up your Gunbox as well. They also have silicone bracelets that you can wear to put on your wrist and be able to unlock your Gunbox with that too. Now the last method that they have is like RFID tags, and they're like little sticker tags and stuff like that that you can stick on items that you would keep near your Gunbox or something, to where you can just slap that item on top of your Gunbox and boom, it would open. Now my only knock on the Gunbox is that it doesn't have a set of keys to go with it. And you might be saying, well, you got 3 different ways to open it. Why do you need a key? And just say, worst case scenario, your battery dies. Your charger, you can't find your charger, and you have no way to open it because there's no power going to the Gunbox. So how are you supposed to access your firearm if this box dies and you don't have a charger? You can't. You can't, because there's no way to get power to this if you can't find your charger. And if it's dead, you can't open it because it's solely reliant on power. You understand? So that's my only knock. And when you compare it to a box like this, the Auto Rail gun safe, and this is a lot bigger and whatever. It has the biometrics too, so it has a fingerprint. It has the numeric code and stuff like that. Now, it doesn't have the RFID or anything like that, but what it does have is it has a key lock. So if all else fails, your battery is dying here, how could you get into this? You use the key. So that's my only knock on the Gunbox, is that it doesn't have a set of keys to go with it to open up the box if you have no power. But other than that, I would say that this is a must-have. So you see what you can fit in here all at once. I got the FN 509 Tactical with the standard flush magazine in it, and then I have 2 of the 24 round magazines in the box. You got the threaded barrel, we got an O-Light and an RMR on it. So that's a decent sized box to be able to fit all of this stuff in comfortably. You see it fits in there, no problem. It's in there nice and neat and everything, and you know, it's a good fit. So if you're wondering how much you can fit in this box at once, we got, you know, a decent amount of stuff in there. But it's Urban Gun Reviews. If this video helps you in any way, or you just enjoy my content, let me know by clicking the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you can do that easily by clicking on the AR-15 in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. If you're not following me on all my social media sites, all that information is available in the description. And as always, gun family, stay blessed, stay strapped.
You don't want one of these, like TRP. You don't want one of these, but you gon' let it 2 3. You gon' let one of these, like TRP. You don't want one of these, he gon' let the 2 2 3. Please don't let one of these, like TRP. You don't